You know, backstory, I grew up a coach's kid. My father, a longtime college coach. As a young man, I grew up in Tallahassee. I had no choice, I think, but to get into the game. Grew up as a small kid at Coach Bowden's Tower. Just fell in love with the game. I don't think there was ever any doubt I was going to be a coach or be involved in the game in some way. But again, grew up moving around the country, chasing the football, and just fell in love with it.
And you mentioned how your dad coached college ball.
Right.
You also played with one of the other coaches in college.
Yep.
Can you talk about playing with Coach Bell and
Yeah,
playing for your dad?
CB, you know, Coach Bell and I, he was a senior my freshman year, so didn't get much time with him, but got to know him even more so as he left South Carolina and became a high school coach down in Miami. And that relationship, you know, continued to build. But yeah, thrilled. That was my connection here, really, was Corey. So great to be back with a former teammate. You know, that relationship's been there for a long time. So a lot of comfort for me working on the same side of the ball with Corey.
And a lot of comfort also with Coach Toth. He talked about how you were there you were the first one at the hospital when his son was born.
Nick and I go way back to actually 2005, I guess, almost 13 years now. Worked for a year together at Elon, and when this job came open, I had a chance to get on the staff, and we were trying to find that role, special teams coordinator. There wasn't another guy I could think of that I thought would do a better job for us than Nick. Just really impressed with my time working with him at Elon, and knew he'd do a great job for us here at UCF. And
let's talk about your coaching experience
Yep.
for a little bit, because you got out of coaching, went into pharmaceutical sales.
I did.
And then found your way back into coaching.
Long story, but coached for a little bit. Didn't know if that's what I really wanted to do. Left coaching, and at that point I found out that sales was not my passion. So 2 years out of the game, had the good fortune to go back where the job I had left at the University of Richmond. They hired me back. So just the passion was not there in pharmaceutical sales. Great job, great profession, but it wasn't a passion for me.
And there's a lot of passion in football. You slept in the basement. And so
well, in a coach's life as a young coach, you know, you're paying your dues, so to speak. The first couple jobs I had, University of Richmond, didn't pay a whole lot. Thank goodness there was a dorm-style apartment below the office, so I have a short walk to work. No need for a car, but it helped, you know, put some money back in my pocket. But you know, you got to pay your dues, and certainly I did. I paid my dues for 3 or 4 years, living underneath the football office, and unfortunately it all worked out. And, you know, here I am. So.
Pretty unique story.
Yep.
Let's get into some fun questions
Okay,
now.
all right.
Marvel or DC?
I don't do comics. I don't do sci-fi. I don't do cartoons. I don't do comics. So I'd have to say NA. Not applicable. Not applicable for me. So.
Well, one of the fans wanted me to ask that one.
No.
YouTube or Netflix?
Netflix. Neither of those much. 4 little girls. Not much time, but Netflix.
Do you have a favorite show though?
Favorite show on Netflix?
Yeah.
The only one I've ever watched, if I'm being honest, is House of Cards.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's
House of Cards.
That's a pretty common favorite
Yeah.
amongst people.
I enjoyed that one.
And while you're working out, do you like to listen to music or or listen to a podcast?
The reason I laugh is I don't do that either. So all these questions aren't applicable to me, but I would go music.
All right, well, here's a question I know you'll like, because
Right.
everyone likes either of these.
Okay.
Hamburger or taco?
Hamburger. I'm a red meat guy.
Oh my goodness, Coach Tucker said
D-line.
taco.
No.
I think I'm gonna have to settle with him on that one. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. I mean, I'll eat both. I mean, look at me. I'll eat it all. But if I had to pick one, hamburger all day long. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for strolling with me,
Thanks,
Coach.
Sami. Appreciate it. Enjoyed it.